What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games. In today's video, we're going to be covering how to alpha shiny hunt Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And alpha shiny hunting is different than the outbreak method, so I can't stress that enough. It is different, so please do not use the outbreak method for this video or this strategy because it will not work. So, one, you need to start in Jubilife Village here, and we're going to just save our game. So this is step one on this method. Now, step two is you want to pick what Pokemon you want to hunt. And I made a video on all the different alphas that can spawn on the map, but there are alphas that will always spawn on the map. Sometimes they're between day and night spawns, like Honchkrow and Roserade on Crimson Mirelands. But for the most part, like if you're going to shiny hunt Alpha Garchomp or Lucario, those will always spawn as an example, right? So for this video, we're just going to be doing a rather simple one. We're going to be going to the Obsidian Fieldlands, and in the Obsidian Fieldlands, we are going to be hunting the Alpha Parasect. So we're going to be spawning at the Height Camp, and then the Alpha Parasect is somewhere down here, or over here. So it's going to be very easy for us to go back and forth and try to get this Parasect. So I do recommend whatever Pokemon that you are going to be shiny hunting, go to your decks and look at the Pokemon in your decks. If you have the Pokeball, which is the research level 10 complete, you've just increased your shiny odds. So base shiny odds is 1 out of 4,096. If you have research level 10, your odds are 1 out of 2,048, which is essentially 1 out of 2,000. If this was a perfect dex entry, then we would actually get a few more shiny rolls, and it'll be 1 out of 1,024. A perfect dex entry would require us completing every single task for this Pokemon. And that's a lot of work, but if you really want an alpha shiny, I do recommend doing that. However, 1 out of 2,000 isn't bad already, and this is not with the shiny charm. If you have the shiny charm, which is requiring you to get research level 10 on every Pokemon in the game, then you're going to be getting 1 out of 819, which is really good. And if you also did research perfect on a Pokemon and shiny charm, you now have 7 shiny rolls, which means you have a 1 out of 585 chance of getting a shiny alpha Pokemon, which is pretty awesome, right? But for this video, we're just going to be doing the 1 out of 2,000 odds, but of course you can make it better. So as I said, we're going to go for this Alpha Parasect, and we're going to go Heights Camp. You always want to figure out the best route that will work for you personally. As I mentioned before, Heights Camp is right next to Alpha Parasect, so you just want to have that ready to go. And I do recommend actually marking the map before, just so you know exactly which way to go for the shiny. So we're going to go down here. Alpha Parasect is just very similar, just right down here. And I see that it is not a shiny Pokemon at all. And of course, you can check around the area, but it's not a shiny. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to reset the game. And the reason why we are resetting our game here is because the reason why we're resetting the game is when you reload your game, you will be back at Jubilife Village, which means we can just go back and reload the entire map. You cannot defeat the Parasect and then wait a few days for it to come back. One, that'll just take too long, and you're going to have to keep sleeping. I've slept for 4 days straight, and the Pokemon would not come back. So I do not recommend that method, because that method is really random. We want to go for consistency, which is very important for shiny hunting, right? So resetting is going to be the best. And whenever we reload the map from a save like this, from Jubilife Village to the map, the Pokemon will all be re-rolled on their shiny odds again, right? And the moment we actually load the map is when the shinies are predetermined. So if you just keep doing this over and over again, you'll eventually see a shiny Pokemon. And as I said before, if your odds are good, you'd have a much better chance of actually seeing the shiny. 1 out of 2,000 is pretty rough though, I will admit. So I do recommend getting this to research level 10 and to get the full page done. Shiny charm can be done in post game, but it is really time consuming, but this is the best way to shiny hunt alpha Pokemon. Of course, alpha Pokemon can appear in outbreaks as well, but those are completely random. They're not guaranteed to spawn. We are going for a guaranteed alpha spawn, so just keep that in mind. I also want to mention, when you do happen to get really lucky and see the alpha shiny Pokemon, I always recommend saving your game immediately, because as long as you save the game, the Pokemon will be there when you reload it. So if just in case you happen to mess up the shiny, you knock it out, you die or something, your power goes out, whatever reason, as long as you save your game, you'll be okay. So just save your game if you happen to see a shiny, and for the most part, always save your game when you happen to see a shiny Pokemon, and then you'll be good to go. And of course, for an alpha Pokemon, the further you are in your survey course research is going to be easier to catch. There are ways you can catch an alpha Pokemon, so let's just catch his Parasect just to show off. But smoke bombs are really good ways, using tall grass, and you just want to sort of sneak up behind the Pokemon, and then when you get close enough, you want to bait it with berries, and hopefully it'll get the attention. So we got the attention of the Pokemon. It's going to run over there. It's going to start eating the berry, and then we can throw a Gigaton Ball right behind it. If you don't have Gigaton Balls, you can use Leaden Balls or Heavy Balls. Those are going to be your best bet. And of course, you know, it's going to be easier to later in the game you do this with a higher Survey Corp breaks because you're going to have better balls to be catching Pokemon. Well, guys, that is how you shiny hunt alpha Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hope you guys had some good luck and get some shiny alphas. And I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Peace out and have a great one.